going to be your weirdos for the evening, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dodos. Last time, our adventurers had managed to save the day with Malark Silver and be rid of the dreaded goblin threat, torturing and attacking merchants. And when they were planning on going on an adventure to a hidden ruins, following loose directions on a piece of paper, a guard died overnight by blights. And Malark had to come in and rain on their parade of asking them to be the heroes of his town again, Munsler, and save them from a Gulfias tree, which creates these blights. As one of the wizards had promptly suggested, chopping down an evil apple tree.
It's got rotten fruit and that's what you're rid of.
And that is where we leave off after their help. Tim almost got killed from a vine blight. Can we take a rest? I'm not feeling too good.
Well, what's wrong? I thought you were ready to take points, says Enkidu.
I took point in the fight, and you wizards hurt me.
Now, to be fair, my brother did not mean to throw shards of ice inside your eyes. That was purely accidental. You were standing too close, the wind carried it.
You missed the monster entirely.
The fact that it had better reflexes than you is no reason to get mad at my irresponsible brother. Please.
Well, I would like to take a rest and heal up from the ice.
If you think you'll get terribly much recuperated, then we can definitely do that for you, friend.
Thank you. Tim looks at the wizard's venom in his eyes.
I was just making a meta joke about how little health he gets after a rest. Does he say nothing?
So he just... You guys sit and chill for a couple of hours in the forest.
Chill.
Nice. Chill.
It's almost like you guys almost look up to Baird.
The ice puns have frozen over now. Last one.
That was cold.
Last one.
Beep!
Well, anyways, he's feeling refreshed. He's still staring at the wizards. Don't kill me, or if you hit me again, I'm just heading back.
So you're saying if we hit you, better be a good one.
If you hit me, Malark will know.
And then he'll say, well, only if... Oh, he gets elbowed, but he'll...
Thank you for being there to help me with the blight, by the way. What was your name again?
It's Nessis, and you're welcome.
Thank you, Nessis. I know their names. I don't like that.
And you just hear Enki say, don't tell him!
Just
You're
look
just going to
so
start
at
using
him
fake
like,
names, different ones
Okay.
every time.
I guess we have to go kill more of those creatures.
let's just get this over with, guys.
Alright.
And Enki will say, alright, you want to take the lead, Tim?
How about you, wizard?
And And he'll say, well, I'm half the man you are, and I'll take the front.
Have at it. I'll even walk beside you.
And Gil will look over and say, Nessis, would you like to go first, or should I? Oh, he's not backwards and just dancing. He does this better.
You can.
So, the two of them, Gil, Nessis.
Okay, and Cody, roll percentile.
50. Even.
So you see,
That could have been how difficult.
so you guys see, as you're walking on the path, a little, like, couple feet tall creature pulling up a seedling tree out from the middle of the path. And it's focused on pulling this thing out. It doesn't even notice you guys. And it looks like it is pretty much made out of sticks.
Can Enki perceive whether or not the thing is friendly or not?
Roll.
Give you a chance. 24.
So you notice that it is a creature pulling out, you're about to get details, pulling out a nice, healthy seedling, and it is making these demonic-looking noises, and you actually recognize it from your studies as a wizard as a twig blight. It is...
And since he recognizes it, that's just something that propagates them, right?
That is literally part of the problem that you are here to kill.
So you're saying we don't want to leave it?
No, not one bit.
Gotcha. So Enki, he sees that this is not the type of thing they were paid to just stand aside and let happen. And, he's proactive enough. He doesn't want to let that happen. Okay, got the right sheet. He decides that... Does Enki remember what the twig blight's natural enemies are?
Like predators.
Predators, things it doesn't like, vulnerabilities against certain things.
It hates anything living and healthy.
It hates
As
us.
in dislike.
No, as in...
But it's cool with Tim, but the rest of us aren't. It doesn't, like, healthy things don't necessarily harm it. It just sees healthy and wants to sour destruction.
Yes.
If Enki wants to
Enki,
pronounce
before,
that
yeah,
to the group.
before initiative or anything happens, he turns around and he asks Nessis if he has any idea on how we should proceed.
Well,
Do you have any
idea how we need to take care of this guy?
my cantrips are pretty powerful. Do we want to start there?
Yeah, you take the lead. And you go in front of us, and we're going to step behind you.
Good choice, guys. Good choice.
Tim's gonna stay standing by Nessis.
Gil gives a nod to Nessis.
As he moves behind.
You get the vague sense it wasn't just him acknowledging leadership, it's also him thinking that he won't be hit first.
And that's produce flame. 22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
D8.
It's a 10. No, it's me.
I was about to say, I can't see the die in your hand. You're covering it. Yes.
Questioning me.
No, I thought you were being facetious.
With 5 damage.
Describe your kill.
Oh my...
Nessis, upon seeing this twig blight and being informed that it's not on our side, decides that I'm going to help out this poor little seedling. It's a seedling, right? That I was trying to pull out.
Oh, yeah, the
That
seedling
was- yeah,
was
that was
pulling out.
trying to
Help out.
I'm going to help it out
She is a
and just
druid.
kind of hold up my hand and say, enough is enough, and I'm just going to burst it into flames. And it's poor little ashes on the ground. And you smile.
And you can feel, since you're a druid and you have a natural attunement with nature, you can actually feel like a delight from the seedling that you saved it.
It's happy.
Oh, I thought it was like, I get to die and join the destruction like I caused. Giving in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the twig blight is just a pile of ash.
Thank you. You're just like,
Let's
It was
move on, guys.
and you just see like, Gil, he just reaches over and like shuts Enki's jaw.
Let's see. Roll percentile, please.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
No,
What did you do?
no, I don't think this is me. I think it's because you're in the lead.
70.
Okay, so yeah, just keep going. Do your thing.
Oh, so 50 or lower, and we get in the
So we-
counter.
Keep going.
Do your thing. Tim's just like, wow. What are you? I don't know.
What are you?
Don't worry about it. Let's just get the job done.
You are impressive.
Enki will say, is that rude to ask?
Well, I've never
don't know, but I don't want to answer it.
I've never seen what she is before.
She's a fearsome cat beast that kills question killers, says Enki.
It's a good thing I'm a question asker and not a question killer.
Shut up, you know what I meant. She
So-
kills the questions and its askers.
You'll keep me safe from the wizards, right?
Don't ask questions!
Don't piss me off, and I might.
He's like, okay, if you want to keep walking forward, I'll walk next to you. I'll keep them away from you.
And Gil will say, aren't we heroic all of a sudden? So, as soon as you have a crush, you're suddenly not ailed.
She actually can kill these things. You guys...
No, you are absolutely right. Please stand at the head of the line next to a fearsome tabaxi druid. Which, by the way, is what she is.
Okay. I never heard of a tabaxi before.
She still kills question asters, so I wouldn't be too brave.
Well, why are you alive?
Shh. Quiet with questions. You better just be safe and not talk terribly much at all. She prefers to keep going and not have too much side conversation. Trust me, she's hurt us because of it.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
He does travel next, too.
I'll just kind of look at the little ashes as I'm walking around them.
So you guys enter a small clearing.
No, but Enki, he just kind of like with an anthill, he just sends his foot through the pile of ashes. Does he see anything as he kicks it over? Anything cool in that little pile?
Actually, like a little glowing branch is inside the center of it.
He's making sure, or he had to look and make sure that Gil wasn't watching because he knows he probably shouldn't take it. He picks it up and he sticks it in his pocket and does not tell anybody.
Okay. And, so,
And we come to this.
this clearing. Now, this forest, you only see, like, bits of living grass or the occasional seedling with where you guys are. But most of the trees look sick, or they're actually, like, dead. And there's a bunch of vines. But this area, you just see a bunch of dead grass and a tree. Make a nature check for me, each one. And then you have a modifier on there, I think.
Make cat moves. Oh no. Ooh, it's the one you don't want. Ooh, and not a great mod.
2.
Mod of 1?
So, you look at the tree, it doesn't look good. It is a tree.
So
It's a tree that doesn't
Enki
look
decides to just like look around everyone and see if he can see anything silly about the tree.
So are you going to do perception?
Yeah.
Or, okay. You can...
Pass.
Are you proficient with nature? I don't think so, but...
Possibly. I guess I don't know if I can get the sheet out. No, but it's got a mod of 5.
Either nature or perception, whichever one's higher.
Identical.
Oh, it's intelligence.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's 8.
It doesn't look like a healthy tree to you, but it is just a tree.
And he just kind of whispers over to Gil, "Tree don't look so good." Gil's like, "Thanks, appreciate it."
Tim just says, well, I don't see any of those creatures here. You should keep going.
You're right. You should poke it with your sword, whatever you got.
My spear?
Your spear, yeah. Go stab the tree.
Can I call you the tree?
Do you want to see what we learned from Baird?
I'll tell Bear.
Please do. He likes hearing about when stories get back to him. It lets him know that he's not completely forgotten and people still talk about him. It really boosts his ego. So please tell him.
He just kind of watches the wizards. Well, that path over there looks kind of it's narrow. Who should take the lead?
Instead of the guy asking questions, takes the lead. Says,
Well, I think the wizards should take the lead.
"Don't you want to look really cool for your new crush?"
It's not a crush. She burned one of these creatures.
You're right, you just admire how heroically strong she is. Don't you want to impress her?
No, I want to live.
You'll just kind of like looks over. Nessis, Tim, Nessis, Tim. So you don't want to take the lead?
No.
Alright, fine. Well, me and my brother will show you how it's done.
Okay.
And then he's kind of wondering how he's going to make this backfire on Tim. But he decides to make a way.
Tim will follow behind the wizards.
And as they just walk, he decides that since this is one very large tree in a clearing, it's probably at least worth just a passing glance. He tries to see if there's anything he can perceive about it.
Roll perception.
Okay, this one's proficient, but it's a 3, right? Oh, proficiency bonus, so 2 on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
5. 16.
The tree's been poisoned. You can actually tell that it looks like there's poison near the base of the tree, and it is reaching through most of it.
Does he know?
You would definitely have to try to make an actual nature check to see if you could identify what type.
I don't know if it matters what the type of poison or what the motivation for the poisoning was. Gil is assuming that since there was a nasty tree pulling up goods, or a nasty villain that was pulling up tree sprouts, he's probably just trying to kill other healthy trees and take its place. Does he feel fairly like that's probably a good guess?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a story-driven tree, it's just not doing too hot.
No, it's not at all.
Cool. And he shakes his head in sadness for the tree and continues down the narrow trail, which is single file or can they walk?
It's single file.
Who goes first? Gil is already first, I forgot. And about how far do we get?
About halfway through the path,
About
and
halfway through the
you
path.
need to roll percentile good. Can you fix the sleazy snake up?
Can you fix your attitude? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll fix my attitude.
I said we can't really.
86. We're 86 on bad encounters. You gotta just let us go.
Yeah, you
Awesome.
just keep going through the path.
So do we get to the opening of the clearing or inside of the clearing?
You get to the opening. Then Lexi. Roll percentile.
I have to?
Yes. Okay, 27. Gilgamesh
Yeah.
needs to roll for perception.
Perception. Got it.
Perception, yes.
Gil will roll for perception. 5. 23. Dude,
So
I have X-ray vision right now.
Yeah, you can see actually a twig blight, a vine blight, which you guys fought, and which
Or just slightly varying strength. One with like 5 HP, one with less than 15.
the twig blight was what you guys already turned one into ash. The vine blight was what you guys fought
Oh wait,
last.
I'm pointing at her like she didn't get the first one too.
Yeah, well, the vine blight was the first one, and then you see one that actually looks almost like it's about 7 feet tall, and
No baby
it's
fruit. It's baby fruit.
and it
Yeah.
looks like a solid like trunk, but it's covered in needles.
Blight.
And the vine one, actually, let me roll for them. Let me roll to see if they see you guys.
No, we can leave. Just let us leave.
Hold on.
I think it's too late to try to escape this joint.
late to get
By the way, everyone roll stealth.
We don't want to.
I don't think any of us are stealth builds.
What's the stealth modifier, by the way?
Dex.
Dex.
Thank you.
D20.
Yes.
4. Great.
What was your stealth ceiling?
10.
Gil has 21.
And he has.
Then 8 is 12.
Okay, so Gil, who's in the front, is
Ninja.
actually like trying to creep along, while everyone behind him is practically beating dead sticks with other dead sticks, making as much noise as possible.
Wait, 12 didn't make it?
The twig blight immediately turns around and screeches because of the rest
Gil
of your
takes a
party.
moment to decide whether or not he wants to take the cowardly route and just like not hide, but essentially count himself last and just be like, "They didn't hear me. I can wait until they're kind of engaged."
Well,
Could
everyone
that cheat and give him last in initiative?
roll for initiative.
Can I have my paper, please? Please? I'm not gonna ask. Thank you, butthead.
Gotta love our Dodo mascots.
Oh, she's gender swapping this cat. I like it.
This one's
Okay. So, let's go with Gil first.
Dex, right?
Initiative is right above your health.
Oh, that's what we were doing. Yeah, never mind. Don't. I have it written this time. I just wasn't thinking. I don't have it written. It's Dex though, and I know that.
Yes.
Stop. Gil has 13. Enki is 14. That worked.
Nessis?
7.
Thank you! Thank you!
No.
He finally wrote it down, everybody!
Yeah, the whopping 1. I don't know whether it's good to have a good initiative or bad on that. She's like, would you rather be last or first? And as far as, like, I'm pretty sure
If you ain't first,
The
you're
en-
last.
the enemies will attack who smacks them first and or is closest. So I feel like last on initiative is probably at least safer.
It starts off with the one that is around the end of the tree, poisoning it.
Oh, currently poisoning it.
And it will...
This one.
Yep. So
Oh,
the
okay,
needle
too.
blight makes a direct path. He has a speed of 30 towards
Colors.
skill.
Kind of different colors.
Yeah, he has
So,
the
like,
clear, like, aqua. No, he has to go around the tree.
Yeah, the tree's still tall. No, he just phases through it like platform
He
9
sat
and
there.
3/4.
You're at 15, 20, 25. Yep.
I don't like that.
And
Gil is just eyeballing this suspicious exit path right there. That's he can't. Must be shadowy because he can't see very far down that path.
he's going to attempt to claw you. Will
11.
a 8 hit?
No, 11.
How nice does that
Pleasantly
feel?
That's
So it just...
Gil looks at the fact that it was rebuffed and he's like,
He just has a swing and a miss. He misjudged the distance.
"Oh, I was hoping it like boofed."
No. You don't have armor. What would it boof off of?
You could say he's got like a leather jerkin, maybe.
No, he doesn't even have that. You're just wearing clothes.
He's got like really tough skin. Just-
Yeah, you can take some hits. But anyways, yeah, so that is it for him. And Enki, upon seeing this big old tree-looking alien thing
I am blight.
trying to attack his brother, decides to act on it. Yes.
Enki thinks to himself, "It's sure not a good time to use a peaceful cantrip unless he wants to give the blight a mustache." So he decides, forgetting for a fact that magic is a crutch, and he does in fact have martial weapons.
Including a quarterstaff that he can
Dude,
use.
he has. They have the sticks.
The quarterstaffs.
He goes in for a bonking.
Is he using both hands or just one?
He's using both hands still.
Okay.
He wants to get a good grip on his stick.
So it's strength plus proficiency. To hit.
Yeah.
That's a set.
11. What is double hand? Is that additional damage or advantage roll?
Additional damage.
Never mind. Yeah, so
And
11.
you swing, and whereas he missed your brother by some distance, you just kind of like barely even chip the wood. You don't even actually get any damage. You just like kind of like
Dude, his nose just kind of like
more like his chest. Just yeah.
like a cat scratch.
No, I'm not. But yeah.
Awesome. And he doesn't know whether it was a good idea to swing or use a spell slot, because it probably wouldn't have been wasted. It probably would have at least done something.
Will that be it for Enki?
Enki decides that yes, he's kind of done after that.
Gilgamesh, seeing the lack of enthusiasm on his brother's part, decides to take action.
Gil, in his best Gribble impersonation, goes, "Poison spray!" Sorry.
Constitution saving throw.
That's it. Is that against my... I have it. I'll stop asking.
That's against your magic number.
Gil's magic number is 15.
Fails.
Ha! 1d12 poison. Guide my hand, O Lord.
again, and then
12. Pentagram or
Yeah.
Ah, 12.
describe your kill.
Dusty approves.
So Gil, he like saw his brother just like swinging this. He was like, "What the heck?" Poison spray. He just whoosh, straight into the thing's eyes, and he watches his face melts. What? And then he just like goes to knees and then back. And he's just ugh. Super dramatic.
Okay. Roll percentile, please.
Okay, fine. He could be the worst thing possible. Don't do it. 79.
Okay. Yeah. So you see. Immediately sprouting from the corpse of the poisoned needle blight
Will be an obviously weakened thing because it was poisoned, right?
is a giant mushroom that's almost the same size as you.
Okay, before anything happens, who saw that first? Gil?
Yes,
Can
since
Gil hurry and grab Enki and just launch backwards like they just got electrocuted? Just like, can I do full distance, half distance? What do I do to get
since you're
immediately-
dragging your brother, I'm going to let you get half distance.
Cool.
So you can move 15 squares.
15 squares into the unknown.
Since you want to move off the path, that
5,
is
10, 15.
alright.
Oh, we just I grabbed my brother and just jumped to safety, and we just watched Nessis. Possibly. I don't know if the mushroom's going to explode or not, but whatever's going to happen, we decide Nessis gets to take it for us.
And yeah, it just kind of like sits there at first. And now it is.
It's going to poof.
That was it for your turn, right?
Jump would probably count as a bonus action.
You already used all your moves. I was about to say, all you have pretty much for bonus action. Well, if you jump up and down, I'll let you.
Well, obviously he can't do a cantrip, and I don't think there's anything he can toss. Can he throw a dagger?
No, that's an action.
Alright, they're behind their furry meat shield.
Okay. Congrats.
You've been promoted to furry meat shield.
Now it is the Twig Blight's turn. And it just kind of shrieks, and it heads straight for Nessis.
With a movement of
20. That's as far as it can get. That's as far as... Actually, it uses its action to get double speed, and it gets right in your face, but that's it.
You see that last 5 feet or so, it just sprints.
And now it is the great and mighty Tim. And Tim, seeing everything that's happening, is just like, I just saw a giant mushroom come out of a living tree. I can do this.
And so he's running around or through the twins to kind of go forward. Right?
He's going to go in between them.
Cool. So as he goes, Gil just gives him one of those go get him tiger pats on the shoulder.
Okay. He takes it as encouragement.
And what does he do right about here?
Yeah, that'll work. And he is going to...
Is he centered enough on that square for you, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
think you need me to move a little bit.
I would tell you.
Alright, just making sure.
I know. I know I'm a bother. I have no idea.
That's necessary, though.
So he takes his spear and he plunges it into the little needle blight.
He penetrates the needle. Wait, I thought the needle was what we took out. No, we took out the vine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the twig blight.
Yeah, okay, so
It's the twig blight that
penetrates the twig blight's body.
and he actually successfully stabs it in the head with his spear with both hands. And when he pulls back the spear, its head comes with it. I did it!
Enki stops and picks up his brother's hand.
You guys see a smaller but purple mushroom sprout out of this one,
The tiny purple helmeted mushroom.
and it has little vines at the base and out of the cap.
Why are you doing this?
Because I am not a benevolent one.
I can't even say it out loud.
And that is the end of Tim's turn after he looks like he's going to cry.
Out of fear, pride, or happiness?
It was joy and pride, and now it is fear.
I was like, what?
Nessis! It is your turn.
Nessis, upon seeing these odd, little creepy mushrooms, decides that actions need to be taken.
Oh yeah, and they make you, the tree people made you uneasy, but these almost bring a sickening feeling to your stomach as well.
So angry.
Great, so I'm not only scared, I'm sick. Okay.
I don't think Khan said he was sick. But Enki, he'll look over at Nessus and say, so what do we want to do about our phallic intruders?
Can I perceive if they are bad or if they are just
Do you mean
a
malevolent?
nuisance?
Like evil or toxic?
Evil or toxic or just annoying and scary?
So their whole profile. She's trying to vet the shrewdness.
You know what? Just roll a nature check. I'm not even going to have you do it as an action. This is going to be your bonus action. Roll a nature check.
20?
Oh yeah, because we're still in combat.
20.
Ooh. Mod or not?
Mod.
Okay. That's still...
They aren't evil, but you can tell that they would like to eat you.
Not, make her
They
puke.
would like to eat me.
Did she
Okay.
share this with the group?
She does. They look like they want to eat us, guys. Should we
Okay.
should we focus on them or should we go after the tree?
And Phil will ask her, does it look like they could reach out and grab us, or are they stationary?
The purple one definitely can, because you see that it almost with its,
So they're vines, not veins.
it has vines coming out of the cap and its base.
Ouch.
Upon registering this lovely mushroom,
Hey,
I'm
don't judge it. It's perfectly adequate, okay?
I'm just going to hold in my hands and try to turn it to dust with produce flame.
Okay.
And that one's plus the spell attack bonus.
Yes, that hit.
18 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
That's what I thought. Weird.
With, although that one was a 20.
It's D8.
D.
Produce flame.
The wizards get to use their book, but the druid doesn't.
I don't know all his spells offhand.
Oh.
5.
Okay, so with that, you can see scorch marks, and you almost smell a bit of like roasted mushroom from it. And you burned it, and it seems a little bit more dried out, and it
Has a musk
It doesn't
to
look
it.
as scary.
It's just a musky shell. Shell shrivel.
No, but since you are aligned with nature, you can almost hear it shriek from it. But they don't hear a thing. It's almost like a dog whistle.
Do you feel guilt at that sort of thing with your alignment? Like, it's an evil intent of nature, so maybe you're kind of making good, even though you're still feeling life. I wonder. That's a question for later.
So, anyways,
My alignment's neutral good, so I don't really know.
shall we
If it
get
was,
back?
like,
We shall.
awful good, it would probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And now it is Divine Blight. And he's just going to shamble.
He's the one living thing without a mushroom coming out, right?
Yes.
That one.
Yep.
He's going to shamble 10 feet forward. And he will actually go 10 feet directly in front of him towards the south again.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Not doing it.
And
Dang
that,
it, I did it.
And that is it for his turn.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
That was movement plus action.
Oh, never mind.
That was him essentially like sprinting.
You can just see him.
Like you see a lot of effort, but very little
It's
result.
like that kid who's like, look, I can run so fast, I'm a blur, and you see him run like 7 miles an hour. He just
And-
looks like he's gonna fall and hit his face at any second with how hard he's trying. Fine Blight just ran to 20 feet.
Now it is the giant mushroom's turn.
That's blue, right?
Yes.
Aquamarine. Whatever.
And hold on.
No. Billion-sided die when we wait for God.
Dang it.
It begins to shriek, and it's you can almost feel like a pain, like a small headache immediately develop from it. It's painful, and you want this shrieking to end. That will be all for its turn. And now it is Enki.
Enki is having like flashbacks to like the rooster in the yard, and then how his mom would wake him up with the dinner bell like just above his head, and he needs to shut the mushroom up. Shut up's alright, right? I'm not,
Shut up's alright. Shut up's just fine.
Wants to shut that bleeping mushroom up.
Nessis just kind of glances back at the twins. Do we have any more lightning up our sleeve by any chance?
Gil will look at her and say, I think we're about done here. We want to save that. The batteries take up really... The power supplies take a long time to resupply. Olden Speak sucks, man. And he's...
The energies take a while to renew.
The renewing energies have not that yet. Alright, I guess they have magic missile.
It has. It's just you got one use that day, and you need save for that, James.
And what?
That That was the key word.
To make it work.
Yes. I forgot about it last time, but
That's why I say I don't think we did it last time. But I
Yeah.
guess we said flapjacks at an inappropriate time, and all the people in the cave are like, "Why?" But it worked. Or no, we weren't in the
Yeah.
cave. We was bandits. It was Enki, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Enki decides to 5'10" Aruni over here with his lower movement speed in the underbrush, and he magic missiles the screaming mushrooms.
okay, you have 3 missiles. You get to choose where they all go.
And again, doesn't really matter damage on the body. It's all going to do the same thing. If I say all 3 head or head of arm and left foot, cool. 3 gut shots to the solar plexus.
Okay. 3d4s.
Uh,
Solar plexus of a mushroom. I'm going to imagine that's the stalk.
Someone's talking probably. I don't know. That doesn't. I don't even know what it landed on. Yeah, it was cocked. Yeah, it was definitely cocked. 4, 6, 9 damage.
Okay,
Dang.
so
If it's not
We were all
describe,
hopeful.
if he doesn't say describe,
I know you guys look so forward to those words.
anytime I do at least 5 damage in 1 hit, I think there's at least a chance, unless it's a high CR.
that's not even a high CR thing. Most things have over 5 health. So when you throw your 3 darts, they all actually penetrate, go inside the mushroom. It causes severe damage. You see an ooze coming out of it, and the shrieking almost gets a little louder. And yeah.
Oh, sorry, camera can't see.
Yeah.
Is it Gil's turn, or do we have to wait?
It's Gil.
Okay, cool. I thought we'd have to wait for more fungi to have a fun time. Not saucy, that was just funny voice. You know? I was gonna say something about magic missile, but if firebolt's a cantrip, might as well. Already flirty barty, 5-10 feet, and firebolt. It's still alive, actually louder shrieking mushroom.
Okay.
Ranged spell attack. That's against the magic number. No, I do that. Yeah. And that gets my number added. 17.
17. Yeah, you hit.
Alright. Well, I'm like 1d10 damage at. 1d10. That's a d10, alright. Crikey, mate, you got 4 damage. I don't know. It stopped being Australian in a minute
4 damage.
then.
Describe.
And Gil, shaking these weird voices out of his head, he just kind of feels this urge to just throw fire at this stupid shrieking mushroom. And he's so glad. The sound stops after this, right?
Yes.
And he just sends the fire, and he's before the dust is settled, he grabs his head, he's like, oh, thank goodness. And ends his turn.
Okay. And so, yeah, we're gonna take that pedal off completely.
Coolio.
So it's dead.
It's dead. It's,
Well, I thought it would still be represented by something so we can loot later.
well, the underside is just to
Well, now that it has a death phase, we're using underside for that instead of just flipping them upside down and being
Mhm.
dead. It's almost
Exactly.
like we should use my pile of skulls that I actually brought just in case.
You can use a skull.
Oh, we can use a skull. I'm sorry for scaring you, Phoenix.
Place a skull.
I will place a skull. They're on a string, so I'm gonna have to do that later.
Yeah.
No, over one.
Yeah,
Okay,
right
there you
there.
go.
Oh, will it stand up? It won't stand up. Well,
Just-
it's dead though.
Yeah, exactly. So, the fungus targets Tim. And let's see, where's that? All right. And both times it just hits his breastplate with his tendrils from that are coming out of his cap. And that is all it is going to do. And now it's Tim's turn. It's like, what is wrong? Why are there giant mushrooms? And he is going to stab it with his spear because
Worked last time.
that is what Tim does.
Wait, the purple one that's right in front of him?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
It still has to wait its turn, though, I think, so...
it just had its turn.
Oh, so, yeah, Tim has time to do whatever he's going to do before tentacles reach out to eat his butt.
They already tried once. It failed.
And not get snagged on the cheeks.
Anyways, Tim ended up barely stabbing his spear into it and then pulled it out and made sure that wasn't dissolving or anything.
Just the tip.
And now it's Nessis' turn.
Nessis, upon seeing this, just looks at him like, seriously.
You just see the twins laughing to themselves on the ground. they had to, like, take a knee. They're laughing.
They took a niche.
They're not prone. They're not laying. But they are taking a knee. That was a discomforting.
No.
The more you stop, you're evil.
You are already too close.
Huh? Oh. I thought you were, like, talking meta for a second.
But
You're thinking Thunder Wave.
But you do have a clear path.
Clear meaning without attack of opportunity being given against her.
And you have an excellent point there.
You have an almost clear path.
Yeah,
You have a nearly clear path.
she would definitely have,
She would get swung on.
yeah,
She'd
by some
catch,
tendrils.
she'd catch them hands.
Them tendrils.
Them tendrils, though. Them tendrils beat.
If I move, the mushroom gets advantage.
Attack opportunity.
Just the purple one. Just the one directly in front of you.
Wait, what? There's still. Oh, yeah, there are two.
Because the vine blight is not technically in range of you.
Oh, no, he's alive. He doesn't have a shriek.
Mm-hmm.
You are all in range for that one as well.
Yeah, there's no time to, like, whisper with 1 second and then cast with 5 seconds.
But it'll only be able to have one attack of opportunity, whereas it rolled twice against against him.
Against. I thought you said something else.
I guess it will stick to the good old cantrips then.
At least you have offensive cantrips. Well, Gil does. Enki doesn't. That was kind of for the sake of versatility. Still not regretting it.
You know,
Like Joe Cat said, just fireball. I'd at least say just offensive cantrips.
well, the other ones help out too, but
Oh, they've been useful. I just want some angry ones.
it's okay. That's why you have a quarterstaff.
Yeah,
On the head.
I'm not good at swinging this stick around. Apparently, I'm not. It's an unwieldy and girthy stick that I don't know how to use offensively.
So first, mine is to hit, And then if I hit, yours is a con save.
Can I see the page? Because that was so confusing. So you don't roll d20, I roll d20, and I try to make your number for the saving throw. And then,
Okay. And if you fail, then you take the 1d12.
yes.
Alright.
And you're doing that on the vine blight or the violet fungus.
I'm gonna do it on the fungus just because it's in my face and I don't like it.
It succeeds. Wait, what type was that again? Dex?
Con.
Constitution.
Yes.
Yeah, it succeeds. So you kind of like go to put your spray out, and it's almost like the poison that you do is so similar to it that it almost reacts like vegetables when they get the mist in the grocery store.
You hear thunder.
Thunder! No, no thunder. So is that going to be it for you?
Yeah.
Alright. And now it's the Vine Blight, and he... Page flip. Ow. Is going to...
Yes.
attempt to constrict Tim. So Tim does not get entangled. He kind of like bats away the vines that are trying to entangle him with his spear. And that is all for the Vine Blight. Time for
Enki decides to, and this one has a
That's the mushroom.
that can grab me. 5, 10, 15. If I go right here, then mushroom can't.
Where were you at? Let me see.
I was standing next to my brother. So 5, 10, 15, and maybe we'd even count at 20 if this is going to be an outside thing. But if I'm right here, if I'm at a diagonal to the mushroom, can it reach me, or do I need to be like right here? And do
Considering you're using your 6-second period to move, I'm not going to have it have a attack of opportunity because
and I
you're
can
not-
move and still bonk, right? Cool. And double-handed bonko,
on the mushroom or the blight.
blight.
Okay.
Bonko gets which one?
Strength plus proficiency on top of d20. Are you roll? You said double-handed, right?
23. So how does that mod damage?
It
Or what's the damage?
a d8
1d8
plus your strength modifier.
of 2? Okay. 3. It was a 1, so I mean...
Okay, so yeah, you hit it on the head,
Nicely and solid.
and it actually makes kind of like an ow sound.
What sound does a mushroom make when it's in pain?
You're hitting the blight.
Or, okay.
I already asked you
yeah,
that.
never mind. I'm thinking it's like a walking mushroom, and the other one's just not walking around. I forgot what a blight looked like.
Is that it for your turn?
It show is, friend. Unless he can jump backwards a little bit, but I don't think he can.
Either way, you have to stay within range of those two, or else they get opportunities since you essentially just standing there. So, Gil.
Decides. Gil has one of 3 spell slots. One used. Decide. Magic missile.
Okay.
We'll give 2 to the blight, and he can split targets, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, 2 to the blight, 1 to the mushroom,
Great.
And I will designate a dice for that. Okay, red one goes to mushroom. Mushroom gets 4 damage.
Okay.
And the blight gets 8.
That was a good roll. What?
Dude, I got triple threes.
So, on the mushroom, because you were throwing them a bit in a haste, you actually got, like, into the cap, and you actually severed one of the tendrils with the dart. So, it's almost like it started moving almost faster as a response to the pain.
Oh, like a tail that gets hit off.
Exactly. And with the blight, you hit 2 square in the chest.
Left and right. Okay, I'm done.
And you said that was it for you, right?
See.
Okay. And now
What did he do next?
the
Mr.
fungus
Beauregard?
is going
Phoenix.
to attempt to attack.
We're looking at the AC.
Is she just meowing outside to her
She's
friends?
yelling at the AC.
I thought that was like yelling through the vents to her friend on the outside. Or is she just like, thank you for the gift of cold air?
No idea.
She's praising the gift of coolness.
She's just sitting there, just meowing at it.
So, because you had severed one of the tendrils that it has, it actually ended up missing Nessis by a mile.
Woo!
Whew. Like, you saw it.
It doesn't look like it
But,
should
like,
have
you
been
saw,
anywhere
like-
close anyway.
It's right in front of her.
Yeah, but not the same square or line of path. It's like 5 feet away. Dude, you hear me talking like Enki. That means it's like 5 feet away. It's fine.
Well, anyway, so actually tried hitting her with the stub, and that's why.
Oh, and I cut it off. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And it hit him.
Ooh.
Is this just because I kept talking, or was it already going to hit him?
It was already going to hit him.
Alright, then I don't feel bad.
And okay.
For, dude, how good did it look like it whacked him?
Like, if we were gonna put some weird numeric value or something like that.
You see a solid, immediately forming bruise / welt across Tim's jaw.
He doesn't even look over and apologies. Gil just starts kind of thinking about how he's going to recover from this and or clean up the mess without tattle pills.
Okay. And that is it for its turn, and now it is Tim. And Tim
Sees Gil looking around the forest.
is actually enraged by this thing hitting him.
Did he see who shot it? That's a valid question.
Who shot him?
Does he know where it came from?
He knows it was one of the 2 wizards that hit him with the ice.
Well, not with. This is the magic firebolt missile, or not firebolt, just the magic missile. Does he know who magic missile is?
He didn't get magic missile. You aimed at the...
You said it hit Tim, though.
The mushroom.
Mushroom hit Tim. Never mind, I
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, I thought I had, like, almost killed him, and now I'm like, how am I gonna kill him before he tells on me? And Gil's looking around for, like, an adequate spot to dig a hole in the forest.
And Tim, enraged by getting hit in the face by a mushroom tendril,
He got slapped. He got helicopter slapped.
stabs it with his spear. And he actually shoves it in a little bit deeper and pulls it out. Yeah! And the fungus is actually seeming like it's actually having trouble staying upright. Like it's
leaning to the left.
not leaning in a specific direction, it's leaning.
You sound awful touchy there, Stephen.
Alright. And now it is Nessis.
Nessis, looking a little annoyed at this mushroom that's in front of me now, is going to just
Slice the top.
Did you ever write down that you had your Ida?
yes.
Okay. I was just
I
remembering.
didn't write down like
Ida is.
I didn't write down what dice it is,
2d4.
and that would be
It's a sword.
no. It was what mod?
No, what do we call it?
It's your dex. That's why I told you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sword sword.
So, peek
I'm
over at my screen.
going
I have a
to
picture of it.
try to do
Those things sword sword.
for the first time. I'm going to use
Try
my
and show you.
my Ida on it,
Oh, I bet.
and that one is what dice you said?
2d. You're going to roll for a d20 for attack.
Okay.
And then
Bang.
that is your dex plus.
The handle and that's the blade.
That's the handle.
11 to hit.
Huh?
11 to hit.
Your dex plus your proficiency, which is plus 2 on top of your dex.
So, what did I say?
You said 11.
13 then.
Yeah, you definitely
Hit.
hit. So 2d4.
Is that plus any mod? That's plus
Your dex modifier on each.
8 damage on each. Is that
Did
what you
you-
said?
It's plus your dex modifier on each roll. So each d4 gets your dex modifier. It's a beastly little sword.
11.
Oh, it gets like better stats.
It's a pretty good sword.
So for the people who probably should have been listening, but were instead trying to attract an old man cat, what was its damage?
2d4 plus dex mod each.
10.
Describe yo kill.
So being thoroughly annoyed at this mushroom that has been in my way most of this time, I just look at it and I'm like, enough's enough. I'm tired of you. And just stab it. From the top, straight down.
It's almost like you used one of the tendril holes. And you see it just split in half like a cut banana, and it falls to the ground. And
Can
Why
I use my
the-
bonus action to just like step over it? Be like, moving on now.
you can use your actual movement to like kind of like step over and move.
Moving on now,
Well,
guys.
You can't stand where it
Well,
was.
I can't move then because I'm either standing on top of it or I'm standing on the blight.
You have 30 feet.
What?
You have 30 feet. How many shoes do you have to buy at a time?
I'll just come over here by Enki then.
That works. And now
And that ends my turn.
it is the Vine Blight.
He's looking awful worried.
No, he is going to try to constrict Tim again. It's like they're almost focused on Tim.
You just see yelling.
But again, he bats the vines away with his spear, like, back off.
These are some aggressive vines. They're unsolicited.
And now it is Enkidu's turn.
And he decides to double dagger.
Okay. So those are strength or dex mod, whichever one's higher. And then I know you're proficient in them, so that's plus 2 on top of the mod. to hit.
Oh.
11 on the vine blade.
I got a bad feeling about this game.
Yeah, you miss it. Oh wait, no, you have to roll again. You roll. This one doesn't get bonuses though.
Just the number.
Just the number.
Dose.
Well, luckily nothing
Just
bad
two-
happened.
Just 2 hit.
Well, luckily nothing bad happened, like you dropping your knife. No, 2 does not hit.
11 didn't hit.
Okay. Now, would he like to move at all, or no?
He wants to move it, but he doesn't want attack of opportunity. So no.
Alright, now it's Gil's turn.
That part didn't fit.
So, no.
No.
Now it's Gil's turn.
Gil just watches his brother like swing his daggers around and lightly.
Right, he's swinging like a child thinks that
Literally,
like, martial
he's just
arts
doing
works.
this. Like, he was hoping one of them would land. None of them did, and Gil laughs and 2 out of 3. Yeah, firebolt instead. Yeah, he'll do the fearbolt day. The blight. I forgot what they were called for a second. Did you get my paper ready? Stop eating my paper, you butt.
Is that with your,
Yes. It is.
you almost feel like you, you were so close when making the fire, but it just didn't leave your hand. You just made a nice warm flame for yourself. Yeah.
Like Spider-Man in the milk carton.
Would Gil like to move?
No.
Okay, that'd be it.
Yeah. Gil was like, brother, let me show you how to do this.
And Tim will attempt to stab the vine blight.
Tim, who's carrying us right now.
And he stabs it. Oh my lord, why is a guard doing so much?
I don't know. He did.
And Tim actually stabs the vine blight through the shoulder. You see multiple vines on the end of his spear, as well as the current twig blight's head still on there. And he's just like, it's starting to look like a shish kebab as he pulls it back out. And that is going to be it for Tim, because that's what Tim does. He stabs and then he retracts. And now it is Nessis.
He boinks and bounces.
Nessis, it's your turn.
Nessus, upon seeing this,
Doing
this wonderful mess, says, "Okay, we're done playing."
Oh no. Oh, please.
He's over there begging. Goodness gracious. It's just going to... I'm just gonna...
He is scared of you, Lexi.
He has every right to be.
Because every campaign she does splash damage on me. Every time.
I know
In game or out of game for the other characters. You're like, let's kill this already. I hope you guys are far enough away.
Well, you said you're neutral good, right?
In this one, yes.
So she's actually not gonna do anything like
Not like on the airship.
yeah.
This is 6 hit.
A 6 will not hit.
Wait,
So,
yeah.
so I hold up my hand, and this little non-existent just poof of a flame.
How low is your spell attack bonus?
7.
You like when you almost
Why is it a 6?
you get
Oh
the
my
lighter to
God.
start, but the wind immediately blows it out because you're outside.
Oh, so you had
Yes.
you had an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. So yeah. You kind of had what happened to Gil. Like, the fire just didn't
It's
leave
just
your hand.
Not there.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
You've made him so scared.
Apprehensive. Terrified.
For his life.
And now the
What's the
Vine
damage
Blight.
on Thunder Wave for foes or for friends that are caught in the damage and they fail? They get full damage, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's what? 2d8.
It's somewhat that. It's gnarly. It's like 2d8 for 3d6.
If it's 3d6, then that's a max of 18 health, and I have 18 and 15 max health. So there's every chance if Nessis got an OP Thunderwave, she could kill me. Either of us.
2d8, yep.
2d8, so that's 16. So that's just about. Kill one capacity.
Finally, the Vine Blight entangles Tim, and you see him almost mummified in these vines. And
Dude, Adam wants to snitch, but like, if we saved him, how much would he be licking our boots?
I don't know. That's kind of meta, man. So,
I
yeah.
promise I'm not just like licking my shirt.
Now,
Like,
it is satisfied with what it has done to Tim, and it turns around and looks right at Enkidu. Says, next.
does that mean it's also Enki's turn?
It actually does.
Oh, it does.
That was just extremely convenient, but
Coincidence.
it's saying that's locked on you now.
That's cool. Oh yeah, the guy with the non-existent spell slots.
Why are you even looking?
Because if I'm wrong and looking at this stupid and I can save myself, it wouldn't be the first time and it would greatly be appreciated.
Problem is I'm also able to read your paper from here, so...
Yeah, but like... and 18. Because one doesn't get any mods, right? If I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, so double 18s.
You get a double hit.
Cool. For
One-
the record, I was saying this one would get the mod, so that's not
Yeah.
cheating.
One of the D4s that you swing with gets... What mod are you using? Dex, I'm guessing? Is Dex or Strength higher?
Dex.
One of the D4s gets the Dex bonus.
So 2d4s and 1 with Dex.
Okay.
I was about to do a 6. I don't think I get to do that. 3. Oh, yeah, it's good. 5 and 4.
So 9 damage?
See.
Okay, you cut off his arm.
You are so hopeful.
You straight up...
Dude, we've done like 20 damage on this dude.
You
He's got
straight
more
up-
health than I do.
sliced his arm off.
Yeah, fantastic. Just about to scratch. I've taken off your entire arm. Just about to flesh wounds.
And will that be it for his movement? Well, and attacks and stuff. You don't even
Unless
get
a
bonus
pigeon
action.
can carry him
So you-
across an ocean, yes.
It's a swallow. And,
It's not a
Gil.
question of weight, it's a question. watch that again. I'm not gonna keep getting another one because I have one somewhere. Kill. D. Sides. 2. Is he gonna use the third one? Oh, if they use the third one, they gotta go to sleep. Oh wait, yeah, he can be poison spray. Poison spray cantrip.
I have to roll save, right?
You do against 15.
What type?
Yes. Constitution.
It succeeds.
So that just means half damage. I don't think it says anything about half damage. That just means none, doesn't it?
It succeeded. No damage.
That's cool. So you like flung this poison, and it's just like missed.
It actually it hit, but like it's almost like what happened with the fungus. The vine blight almost reveled in the poison.
Anyway.
So, okay. Now it is Tim.
Is it?
Yeah, he has to roll a save.
That's what I thought.
First save. Okay. And now it's Nessis.
I guess, again, we're going to try Reduce Flame.
Okay.
I guess.
D20 failed later.
Yes.
That one that just won't start at any time. Like 1 in 10 flicks, you see the weakest flame because it's out of butane. You're just hoping for another one. That's why I take the safety off because I will just hurt my thumb on it.
What is it? And it's the
Spell attack
Spell.
bonus.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
21.
21.
Roll your d8. Pretty sure we've all memorized what every flame does now.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about
That
the
doesn't have any
platform that we all got that
mods,
video
does
from.
it?
No, what'd you hit?
1.
Oh.
So you caused it to shout in pain, and it is having trouble standing now.
So it was a successful hit, but with 1 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you thought it was a 1 to hit.
Okay. Alright.
Another save or another enemy time?
It's the Vine Blight's turn, and it is actually going to try to hit Enkidu.
I don't like that. Well, 13 hit.
Ooh, off the top of my head, I won't go. 14. No.
Safety! And, yeah, so you see it trying to have the vines entangle you, and you're doing the same thing Tim was doing. You're knocking them away with your freaking daggers.
I just want to say, armor class is one of the numbers I don't keep memorized off the top of my head, like almost all of my numbers. I was just like fairly certain it was like a 12 or something. Like 14, I was wrong.
And now it is Enki's turn.
Enki feeling empowered goes for a double. The mushroom's dead, right? Or,
Yes,
Yeah, cool.
it is just the Vine Blight.
Yeah, he tries to double dagger again for the blight.
Okay.
Okay. Red's gonna get 6. Okay. 20 and 16.
They both hit.
Gnarly. 2d4 and one of them gets the 4. Yeah. Red one gets 4. That's good. Good. 5 and 3.
Roll percentile.
Wow. 39.
You see a violet fungus sprout out from the Vine Blight you just killed. No, you used your bonus action, but you can move without getting an attack of opportunity. Alright. Is that it? Gil!
I was gonna move it one more space. Fireball.
D1.
Plus
Nice. I only have to look at one page again.
18.
Hit. Roll your D8.
D10.
D10. That's right. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I would. I know more than you.
I will have it.
Don't
memorized.
spite me.
I will
Don't
have.
smite me.
I'm not smiting. I just want this over.
Do I get numbers on top of damage or just dice roll?
Just dice.
7.
Snap.
I say eventually instead of describe your kill, just shorten it for brevity's sake. And if we're gonna shorten it, we might as well just do an acronym. It's D-Y-K. So we'll
No.
just
No.
we kill him and you just say
Bleed. No. So you said firebolt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you blast a firebolt, and you actually had such a good angle because you've been taking a knee this whole time. You hit it underneath the cat, and you almost see smoking and cindering, and little puffs of smoke coming out from it. And now it is
catches fire.
Tim with another death save. Tim wrestles his way out.
Is that 3?
If you get a nat 20, it counts as 2, or if you get a nat 1, it counts as 2 fails.
Did not know that.
So he wrestles his way out of the vines and says, I'm alive! I'm alive!
By the way, I got him. Sorry. I guess did that.
And
I'm alive.
yeah, but he swatted Phoenix.
But
You too.
he
And-
just squishes it so much.
Now, he's just like, we're still fighting? Okay.
And you will say, "Yeah, we are. Do you feel empowered enough to take a swing?"
Give me a second. Nessis, it is your turn.
At the point of why am I even looking now?
It's to the point. I'm like, Enki has nothing left. He just has to do melee attack. And Gil has at least some powerful cantrips and one spell slot left that he doesn't want to waste in case we have a long rest way in the future.
Right, and he's pretty much like a rogue right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Without,
The perks.
sleight of
16 to
hand.
hit.
Hits. I don't know what it was, but I know it was a hit.
And I'm going to hold up my hand again and be like, please work. Please! With 7 damage. 7 fire damage.
So whereas he made the inside of the cap smoking, you made the rest of the mushroom smoking. And it's actually kind of making the rest of you guys hungry.
Smelling
Like as a spell, or just because our stomachs have betrayed us?
You're smelling cooked mushroom. And, yeah, it is. You can hear it. It's almost like it's screaming. And you kind of, just see it, wiggling around a lot. It's in serious pain. Will that be it for you?
I'm going to use my bonus action to glare at it. And yes.
Alright. And now it is its turn. Oh, this is horrible. It immediately can notice that Tim is right next to it.
Oh. Might be good for us, gang. Might dispel wins. Uh-oh.
And both hits hit Tim's armor. And he just says, "Why me? Why me?" No.
Oh.
It just hits his armor.
I'd be like, why me?
And now it is Enki.
Think about it for a while. Double dagger. On
Gotta get close again. Or you can throw 2 daggers.
Or you can just, stab the tree that you're next to.
Because you can.
Yep.
I mean,
You wouldn't help the fight.
that's I mean, like, yeah, do I want to just, like...
Do you want to help us finish the fight? Or
Yeah. I don't know if killing a tree that's already dying is going to help us. Yeah, that's what it needs. So, ding, double swing. I get a dude ding and a woody whoop and a second wee. 16 and 16.
Both hit.
Dang, flat on her heads. Five and 1.
Describe. You'll kill.
Enki had like hopped away just in case. And he sees everyone else getting so close to killing it. He's like running over and tries to just shear it and just like split it in like 3 ribbons all the way down.
Alright. And that is it for it. There is nothing else showing up. The fight is over.
Cool. And as Enki finishes off the mushroom, Gil, he looks around, he sees there's no more living combatants, and he decides to hurry and root through and see if there's anything.
You can find out,
Like, especially if there's... Well, he doesn't know about glowing twigs, but does he find any other glowing twigs? Like
yes,
Enki
you
did?
find... roll investigation. Why am I just saying yes? See?
Just go with it. Just say yes. Oh, that's ancient. That's fine. Yeah, that's more like it. 16.
So yes, you find 3 glowing sticks and a small satchel's worth of alchemic ingredients.
Enki will point and say, like, "Hey, that's like the stick I found." He'll say, "You found a stick? What?"
And Tim will pipe up, "Malark will pay you for your kills based on those sticks."
I mean, and Gil will say, "He won't just take our word and your word for it. We actually have to bring back trophies. What about the ones that don't have glowing sticks for us to take?"
If I'm alive, I'll tell him.
We haven't said you feel about it.
I think that we should set up camp, though.
I think that we should try to find an area less close to evil plants before we try to sleep.
We're inside a nice open clearing. We can set up branches for perimeter.
You just see Enki kind of like he does this instant prayer to himself. He's like, "You know what? I think this is gonna work. God says this place will be safe."
Is it alright with you, fearless leader?
Since when did I become the leader? But yeah, I guess.
When you kill these things easily.
And Enki will say, "Jeff and I agree."
Jeff?
Yeah, that's my brother. And I'm Gerald.
Okay, Jeff and Gerald. And you guys set up camp.
Enki is Gerald. Oh wait, I'm
This
doing
is
different-
where-
I forgot. I already said I'm doing different names every time.
This is where we are going to stop. the session. I'm tired. I need sleep. So this is Steven saying goodbye, so long, and don't over DM.
ODM. Cody and Dusty signing off.
See you next week.